What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. First and foremost, the day has finally come to go watch Spider-Man No Way Home. I am super excited and I cannot wait, and you will see my review later on this evening. But in any case, you guys, I thought that this was a pretty cute idea for a video, and for you guys, if you guys feel comfortable commenting down below and answering these. But with the end of the year and with my motivational videos, just, talking to you guys about reflecting and revising and, thinking about all the things that you did or didn't do throughout the year, and just kind of, setting yourself up for, a better year to come. I was looking through Pinterest. I absolutely love Pinterest. I get a lot of my recipes from there, a lot of crafting ideas, which I thought about doing for you guys. I just need to buy some stuff. But last year, real quick, so last year I was thinking about a gift to give to my bestie, my sister, Jalixa, and she loves hot chocolate. So I said, you know what, let me make her a hot chocolate kit, but let me add a little twist to it. So what I did was I bought a canister, and on the top I turned it into a snow globe. So you guys probably think I'm really cheesy for that, but I love being crafty. I love anything crafting. I love anything that has to do with coloring, with putting things together, glue, markers, everything. Like I just love being crafty. I love being artsy like that. So I found like these really cute tiny trees and glitter, and these little tiny ornaments of snowmen, which were small enough to fit underneath the plastic globe that I found at Michael's. And I turned it into a snow globe canister filled with everything she needed for the hot chocolate. So I thought about possibly doing that for you guys. We'll see. If I can find everything that I need, I'll show you guys how I did it. But yeah, so I was on Pinterest and I saw this really cute idea that it's for yourself, but I think it would be fun to kind of share it with you guys and give you guys my answers to these things. So there's 20 questions, and it's December reflections. So it's basically you kind of just revising and asking yourself all these, questions, just to kind of reflect of things that you've done or haven't done or what have you. So I think I'm going to break them down into 5 questions. So that would be, so it would be 4 parts to this, because I don't want to keep it really lengthy. But I do want to share them with you guys. I think it'd be cool to kind of, share some things with you guys and maybe give you guys some ideas or a jump start to how to reflect your the year that has just passed. So this is called December Reflections. So I've got 5 questions here that I will give you my answers to. And you can do the same down in the comments below if you feel comfortable to do so. And you guys can kind of, talk amongst yourselves and things like that. I always love when you guys interact with each other. It really is fun to watch. Okay, so the first question is, what is your favorite memory? This one I had to think about, because I'm like, I recently went to LA, and that was like on my bucket list, like for my lifetime. I always wanted to go to LA. So that was really fun, but I don't know if that would be my favorite memory. I'm trying to think, because so much happened this year. I was just, kind of thinking to myself, well, what is the best memory that I had? And I think, I feel like that's probably would be it. Like, that was the most adventurous thing that I did all year. I'm trying to think. I'm like, did I go anywhere else? I didn't. And I always wanted, like, all year I was like, oh, I want to go on vacation. I want to go on vacation. It didn't go anywhere. But, I ended up going to LA, which was really fun. And it was not only the longest flight that I've ever been on, but it's been the furthest place that I've ever flown to, a place I've never been. And it's the longest that I've been away, because I never go away on vacation for more than like 6 days. And part of that is probably because I've always worked a 9 to 5. So whenever I've gone away on vacation, it's in the back of my head that I have to come back to work, and I'm thinking about all the work that has to be done. So I don't ever go anywhere for more than a week. But thankfully, I've been put in a position where my schedule is pretty free, and I can do and go wherever I want and take work with me everywhere. So I would have to say that LA trip was definitely my favorite memory of 2021. So the second one is, what have you learned about yourself? I have learned about myself that I was still carrying some ugly stuff from my past. I learned to be patient with myself. I learned to not beat myself up. I learned how to stop blaming myself. So that pretty much in its core is what I've learned about myself. I've learned how to let go, how to, be okay with being okay, I guess. So the third question is, who inspired you? Now, the person that inspired me, I gotta say, is Tyrone. And I'm not just saying that because he's my boyfriend, but, before I quit my job to do YouTube full time, we've been dating for, it's about to be 4 years now. And I've watched him diligently, work very hard at what he does. I see what it takes to be successful. I see I saw firsthand, the ins and outs of being a YouTuber. I saw the ups and downs of it. I've seen, the good and the bad. I've seen him just be so focused on his craft. And then the cool parts, is being able to work from home, making your own schedule, being able to go away on vacation or, go do whatever it is that you need to do, and you can pretty much work from anywhere. So that really helped inspire me to go harder for myself on this channel. But it's not only work, it's in life as well. He inspires me to be a better person. When you are with someone, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Nobody's perfect. You have your ups and downs in your relationship. So I get good love and I get tough love. So it's really important that you are with someone. And I feel like that right there is part of, dealing with someone who has some type of substance. They don't always, it's not always like all up on you lovey-dovey, but having that tough love and pushing you to be better. And sometimes that person, your partner is the one who needs to be that one to tell you things that you need to hear, not just things that you want to hear. And sometimes you may not like it. Sometimes you may not like the way it sounds. But that's because I personally, there were times where I was just like, why are you talking to me like that? And it took me a while to understand where he was coming from, and why he is who he is, or why he is giving me all this tough love. But it's something that I never had before either. So when you are dealing with someone who is giving you love in different aspects, and it's coming from a loving place, it's different. I was not used to having someone who gave me tough love. I wasn't used to having someone who inspired me to do better and brought the best out of me. I never had that before. Even in my longest relationship, there was none of that. That was foreign to me. So he definitely inspires me to be better in business, to be better as a person, to want more out of life, to want more for myself. You know, I can honestly say I'm a better woman because of him. And I continue to be. I continue to be because he is like, he is so full of information. You know, Tyrone is the type of person where he loves to learn. He loves to, you know, he's very resourceful. He loves to understand things. He's always looking for meaning when it comes to anything in life. And I learn from that, you know. Sometimes I may not show it, and I'm not him, so I don't, you know, reflect it the way that he does. But, you know, I kind of sometimes just sit back and just watch him, you know. And, you know, he's very inspirational for anyone who has taken the time out to talk to him, even if it's for a few moments, whether it's fans, family, friends. He's always very informative. He loves to talk, you know. He's always just he's full of energy, he's full of excitement, he's full of knowledge, you know, and I appreciate that. So he definitely inspires me. The fourth thing is, what are you proud of? I am proud of healing. Let me tell y'all something, okay? And I'm going to be 100% transparent with you guys. When I first started dating Tyrone, I was a mess. I was a mess. I was not in a good place. And, you know, when you are in a dark space, when you are dealing with things, they don't go away overnight. And even though you may hit breakthroughs or you may feel okay, you know, when you have dealt with some traumatic things, every day is a healing day. You have to put in the work to make sure that you don't go back to the very thing that you healed from. So it's a daily task. And sometimes I was not the easiest to love because, you know, and thank God that Tyrone has been super patient and loving. And he literally, I told you guys before, like, he saved my heart. He really, really did. He's been such an amazing support system and such an amazing man in my life. And I would do whatever it takes to make sure, you know, that I do my part in this relationship because he ain't going nowhere. So, and I'm not going nowhere. You know, I definitely know what I have. But, you know, every day I was healing, you know. Every single day, you know, you have to be patient with yourself. So I, you know, am proud of myself because I took the necessary steps, you know, late, not when I should have, when it came to therapy and things like that. You know, I should have done that a long time ago. But thankfully, when I did, I had a breakthrough. And, you know, between that and journaling and praying and, you know, taking time to really be patient with myself. I am so free emotionally and mentally, more than I have ever been. And I am proud of that, you know, because when you're healing, you can have people surrounding you all day, but those people can go away and it is still you carrying that thing that you have to heal from. So you have to put in the work, and you can't give anybody else you know, that responsibility. You have to put in the work and you have to do what you have to do. And I certainly did that. And I faced all the ugly parts head on, and just weathered through. And I made it to the other side, thankfully. So I'm definitely proud of myself for that. And the fifth thing is, what would you have done differently? Let's see. What would I have done differently this year? I believe I would have done a few things differently. One, I probably would have quit my job. I would have worked harder on my channel a lot sooner, so I could have quit my job a lot sooner. Maybe, you know, my subscribers could have been up higher, you know. I would have started earlier. So maybe that. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I would have done differently. I don't know. I don't think I would have, you know, other than that, I mean, I think I would have, when it came to my healing, I would have done things a little differently. But then again, with that, it's you gotta kind of roll with the punches with that. That's not really something, you know, it is what it is. I feel like there's always room for improvement, and there's always a reason for everything that you do. So, you know, when people say, oh, if I could turn back the hands of time, and I'm just like, you know what, I don't regret anything, because I feel like would I have done things differently? We're speaking of 2021. But if we're speaking of overall life, there's a lot of things that I would have done differently. I would have left my last relationship a hell of a lot sooner. You know, I would have listened to my intuition a lot more. You know, I would have pushed harder, you know, to find truths in certain things and certain people, you know, but we're talking about 2021. So I think that that's what I would have done differently, because that's the biggest thing that I've got going right now is my career and running my own business here on YouTube and being a content creator. And you know, some of you guys may or may not understand. You know, I had a comment the other day. It was the stupidest thing. I had to block it. Now, there's one thing I don't tolerate is disrespect and shit talking. They're like, well, do you do anything else other than being on the computer? No. I run a business that calls for me to be on the computer. You know, some of you may or may not understand that being a content creator in some ways is a lot harder than being in a 9-to-5, because there is no micromanaging. There is no deadlines. You're never off. You are your own boss. This is your business. Your channel is your business. You run it. You get back what you put in. You have to make sure that you are staying on top of your money, your subscribers, your analytics, making sure that nothing is getting claimed, making sure that you are putting the proper things on your, you know, on your content, making sure that you are following the rules and guidelines, you know, constantly being on your phone, checking emails, making sure that nothing crazy is happening with your channel. And along with that comes the mental stress of it. So, you know, and again, you're never off. So I could be giving you guys some content early in the morning, but then 2 or 3 other things may hit online that are like big news, whether it's trailers or, you know, crazy things that have happened. And no matter where you are, you have to be right there ready to get in front of that camera and doing what you do, you know. So that's why it's good to, you know, do things early when it comes to being a content creator and things like that. But, you know, the cool thing is that you can still have a life. So it's not like when I say we're never off, it's not like we get up in the morning and we're literally on the computer all day and we're making videos all day. No, it's not like that. There's an ease that comes with, you know, this business. You know, you can plan a trip. You can go somewhere. You know, you can schedule your day to do different things. But you just have to remember that you're never really off. So let's say you're out, you're going to the movies, you're doing a movie review, you have to come home and do your movie review. Or if something big happens, like if a big game drops and a big movie trailer drops while you're out doing groceries, it's like, oh, well, now I know that as soon as I get home, this is what I have to do. So that's what I mean, like you are never really off. And then there's the live stream gaming, of course, that can be done, you know, whenever. But yeah, so I mean, that's what I would have done differently. I would have probably went a little harder on my channel, and quit my job a little earlier. But everything happens for a reason. I'm here now, you guys. I am blessed. I am here full time. So there you guys have it, my first 5 December reflections. I hope you guys enjoyed these. Leave a comment below if you feel comfortable sharing. Let me know. Let me know, what are yours? So again, I'll go ahead and read these questions off to you in case you do want to answer them. So there are 5 questions. What is your favorite memory? What have you learned about yourself? Who inspired you? What are you proud of? And what would you have done differently? So we're going to keep these going. This is part 1. I don't know when I'm going to do part 2. Maybe I'll do it over the weekend or next week. We'll see. But go ahead and leave your comments down below. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Doodles!